Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in the park. I actually prefer to record the videos from especially this park. Great energy here and I love being around the trees. Hope you do as well. So guys, as you know, many of you, yesterday the president of China and his wife, they are on a trip in Europe, right? As you know. And they already met with Napoleon Bonaparte 2.0 and his look-alike woman partner. But what I really enjoyed, it was watching the president of China visiting Serbia and Hungary. And I think this will be something else. The connection between Serbia and China and Serbia and Hungary is gonna be big. It's gonna be big. What I have for you today from my side here, from the Muppet Show region, I have very interesting statements from the Minister of National Defense of Poland, who actually is a doctor, but you know, you can always put doctor in charge of military because for sure it's gonna work. So what he said about how ready he is in case of emergency and escalation and, you know, WAR, let's say, how ready he is. Then I have more words from the Polish judge who just went to Belarus and asked for political protection there, asylum there. He gave an interview, I apologize, I forgot the name of this. He's pretty well known, I think Russian blogger. So he gave an interview on his channel and he made some statements that I'm gonna read you. Then I have two fantastic comments of the day. And I have some announcement from me for you. So maybe we can just sit for a change, like right in the middle of this place. And let's get into it. So, a storm after Kosiniak-Kamysz's words. Why storm in Poland about the words of the Minister of National Defense of Poland? Well, it's about his backpack. Because his backpack, I have a backpack too. Don't know, you can see, yep. But in my backpack, I don't have the same what the Minister of National Defense has in his. So, let me tell you what he said. He gave an interview in a Polish radio, Radio Z, like the Forbidden Z, you know, the same name. When I was going to Ukraine, when there was my first trip after the outbreak of the war, I prepared a backpack with which I went there, and it is still packed today. So the same backpack that he took to Ukraine when there was an outbreak of the war, he prepared it, he fully packed it, and he still has this backpack packed, ready. That's what the Minister of National Defense of Poland, Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, said in this interview on Radio Z yesterday, on Thursday. And his words were picked up by everybody, and especially, as this article says, you will have the link down below, by the opposition, politicians, among others. I'm gonna read you some comments, how people react to what he said. Of course, he's saying that this was taken out of the context because this doesn't mean that he's going to run away from Poland when the bleep will hit the fan. This means that everyone should be ready, right? Which is another thing, like, why are we doing this, right? So they interpreted it as a declaration by the minister that he was ready to evacuate in the event of the outbreak of the war. And comments go, listen to this, guys. Comments, some of them are from X platform, you know, previously known as Twitter. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defense has a packed evacuation backpack. Wonderful. Next comment. Poland first to flight, Kosiniak first to flee. The statement of the head of the Ministry of National Defense was also commented on by journalists and social activists. So another one here. Contrary to contrary to the appearances of the evacuation backpack, is not used to flee the country, but to quickly change location. For example, from home to a shelter or to an office. I mean, are you really going to the office when the bleep hits the fan? No. It contains documents, medicines, and other most necessary things. However, this does not change the fact that the Polish Minister of Defense once again presents himself as a trembling tiger. I mean, honestly, I would say he reminds me tiger only if you look at the Winnie the Pooh, and there was a tiger. You remember? It was kind of strange tiger. Winnie the Pooh and tiger. So check out that tiger. That is kind of like, it's not like real tiger, but it's some distorted tiger. This lowers the seriousness of our defense, and this is a problem, not a backpack, said someone here who is Jakub Augustyn Maciejewski. So I think he's a journalist from Weekly that is called Sieci. And one more comment here. Actually, two more, guys. It is great that the Deputy Ministry draws on a sanitation models and intends to run away at the first better opportunity. The problem is that the 38 million citizens do not know where to flee, where to hide, which shelters are in good condition. And last but not least, Minister of National Defense Kosiniak-Kamysz said that he has his evacuation backpack packed, so he is ready in case of war. So we are not going to push Putin into the ground? Looks like we are not. Now, let's go to some words from the judge. Here is what we all know, all of you who are watching me on this channel, that it takes a little bit courage in certain countries to speak the truth. Well, to speak your opinion. Your opinion. Question the main narrative. But this person, to me, doesn't look like a spy, doesn't look like someone who is collaborating with any other government, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. He made some statements that I agree with. Because I, to some extent, much smaller, have experienced the discrimination because of my opinion already, but we will get into it. So more about this Polish judge who asked for the asylum in Belarus. He says, "One moment was enough for me when I said that our nations, Poland, Belarus, Russia, and now also Ukraine, can live in harmony. I am immediately accused of some kind of espionage. I am a Polish judge. I came to Minsk to submit my position as a result of the unfair policy pursued by the Polish authorities towards Belarus and Russia. I have not violated any national or international regulations. I have crossed the border legally. I have no criminal convictions. I was doing a normal job. I have not violated any regulations, and I am here legally." What happened? It's enough to say the obvious, that our Slavic nations can and should live in harmony. I'm signing under this 1,000,000%. I know there is no such a thing as a 1,000,000%, but I want you to know how I think. That's exactly what we should do. We should have healthy relationships with everyone, okay? Of course, you prefer someone more than the other, that's fine, but healthy relationships, and especially with the Slavic countries. Because yes, there is such a thing like a Slavic blood, some of you know what I'm talking about exactly. And the entire mechanism of special services, if the entire mechanism of the special services was activated due to my political views, due to the fact that I am in favor of a dialogue, that we all talk together, Poland, Belarus, Russia, I have had problems for 4 years. I tried not to show my views outside because it is dangerous in Poland, especially in my profession. If I become a justified target for the special services, whether Polish, American or British, they handle matters in a slightly different way, whether it is a car accident, suicide or other such a event. I just want to survive like every other person. And then he said a few words about Sikorski, and he said that Sikorski might be afraid that someone will start to look into his career, Sikorski's career. You know Sikorski, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Poland. Thank you USA, then Twitter post when the Nord Stream pipeline, poof, I repeat this over and over again because people forget, right? So, yeah, and he addressed his wife, etc. And here is from my personal experience, guys. You know, I cannot compare myself to people on this level, but I will tell you, me personally, 2 things happened to me because of my travels to Russia, okay? The first thing is my Amazon account has been removed with all the books that I had on it, which was 4 books in total. When my latest book for children that I was really anticipating to present to you, and some of you were very actually blessed enough to even buy it, I don't have a copy of it myself, it was removed because the last approval to that self-publishing process was completed from Russia. So I was physically in Russia, and when I clicked the last stage of it, they saw my location and they just deleted the whole account, taking all the money from the 3 months of sales from every other book. Okay, so doesn't matter, never got this money back. And the second time it was because I've mentioned Russia in my Buy Me a Coffee link page, where you were donating to my Buy Me a Coffee, and you donated for my trip to China that I will be taking. So glad you did this. So it's gonna be this year. And you know, on that note, just to sidetrack on this a little bit, you know, I went to find another website that I can attach that is not Buy Me a Coffee, and it's called Ko-fi, but it sounds like coffee, but it's Ko-fi. So there is a new link down below. I will be using this besides the fundraiser too, because you know, when they remove you, screw it, right? So the same with him. He stopped feeling safe here. I think he actually still has family here. I know that he's divorced, but I think he has a second wife and children. I believe they stayed in Poland, so I don't know how this will be. I might be wrong. Those of you who know more about it, please put in the comments down below. And since we are mentioning comments, I would like to read you 2. The first one is short one, the second one is longer, but I really hope you stay to the end of the video and listen to it, because I appreciate you guys so much, and when you write comments like this, it really, really melts my heart. Bojana Kolak. This is in regards to my latest solo video, in which I've mentioned Ursula the Witch, you know, van der Leyen, right? Well, there is a different bloodline in that one for sure. And Bojana is saying her chance to become the president of European Union might be strong, but to become a human being is slim. Is slim, sorry. Yeah, slim too is slim. Yeah, it's very slim. It's none. It's actually 0. Because I don't think she's a human being, but that's just my way of thinking. The second comment is from Metodi Jazdrawski. I think I said your name correctly. If I haven't, apologies. Hello from Macedonia, Ania, and a heart. Hello to Macedonia. Never been there. I think it's a beautiful country. As kid, me and my family have been in Katowice in 1988. Katowice, the city that held that conference where the witch appeared and all other reptiles. So let me repeat this. My family have been in Katowice in 1988. Guests in Polish family Górnik. This is the last name, Górnik. If you translate this, it means miner. Remember that we bought some souvenirs from coal. I remember that my father's friend, Jan Górnik, lost his job during these reforms, but I didn't know that your government decided to close the mine there after 176 years. Wow, what a patriotic decision. You remember I've mentioned that that mine that was in operation for 176 years. Ania, very thankful for mentioning Katowice. You are a real patriot. Thank you so much. You are a real patriot, and I believe many Polish people hear what you are talking about, and not only Polish. This craziness is present everywhere. Here in Macedonia we also have pro-Western partia and narrative Teletubbies. We say Teletubbies, I think. What an idiot. I truly believe that you are telling to all normal people all over the world, and hope that their I lost my handwriting, and hope that their number is just growing. I'm so sorry guys, sometimes, you know, but this is just very authentic recording. That's how I am. Sometimes when I write down the notes, I write down so fast that then I cannot read myself. Yes, one more time. I truly believe that you are talking to all normal people all over the world, and hope that their number is growing. Regards, Ania. Apologies for the mistake at the end of this. Yes, you know, I am very, very thankful for the audience like yourself. Even look at me, like making mistakes and misspelling words, and sometimes not being too accurate, but I'm still trying my best, guys, to bring you the news, and I believe you're still okay with this, even if it's not really professional, but it's just real, you know. Nobody is perfect, right? Especially me. So guys, that's all I have for you today. 2 links are down below this video. You can watch the speech, well, the words of the Polish judge. This will be from the Polish channel, suwerenny.pl. And also you have the article about the backpack story, how ready he is, our Minister of National Defense. You also have my new link that is replacing the Buy Me a Coffee, which I will be using from now on. And every other link, locals, PayPal, Instagram, please follow me there, I would really appreciate. Mailing list, free of charge, join me there. And with this being said, lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye everyone.